Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we have another new plugin. This time it's called Bus Transient. It's by Arturia. And basically this new plugin is an attack shaper or the transient shaper, which means that it will enhance the very start of the music. It's particularly useful when you have music with quite fast attacks, so particularly useful on drums or bass, but even on percussive sound, or maybe synths and also vocals. The vocals has a very punchy character, and you can enhance or reduce, of course, the transient of the song. So let's hear it in the context of a very small fragment of a song I created here. So let's have a listen to the song without any bus transient in it. Yeah, very simple track. I've been putting together using Logic built-in sounds and built-in instruments. So you see we have a percussion here, we have a bass here, and then we have just some piano chords. Let's have a listen to the percussive sound only, and then let's enable the bus transient. So I have set up here as a multiband. It's also available in multiband. You can use a single band or multiband. So on the very low part of the song, below 30 Hertz, we have almost no transient here. I reduced it. In the middle part, we have a very high gain for the transient. Let's reduce it, and then we'll try to increase it again. And then on the high part, we have no transient, but a small enhancement of the body, because the plugin can work either on the transient, so on the first 20 milliseconds of the sound, you can of course move this slider here. So this will only affect the very beginning part, and then we have the body, and again we can decide how many milliseconds to enhance. So for the upper part of the transient, I'm enhancing the body. So let's have a listen, and then let's try to insert the plugin. So it's now bypassed. Let's play the track. So this is without any bus transient, and let's enable it. And you can clearly hear, as I move the transient up, the bass drum or the punchiness of the overall. It's not a bass drum actually, but it's a cajon probably or something like that. The bass and the bass part becomes more pronounced. And of course, if I lower the transient, you see the cajon almost disappears. Let's now try to have it on the different bands. So let's solo the lower part. You see that the commands, they change color. So in orange we are affecting and listening only the bass frequency. So you see here, because we have mostly only very low frequency, I'm reducing the transient. I could bring it up, of course, but I don't like it. I want it to stay a little bit down. And we can solo the middle part, which is, I think, the most important part for this track. So again, you see and you hear, if I lower the gain of the transient, the cajon disappears and the bass part disappears. And if I set it to the maximum, it goes very high. And I can of course enhance also the body. Okay, let's put a little bit of gain on the body as well. And then let's have a listen to the higher part. And for our higher part, I decided only to give a bit more presence of this shaker. You see, if I reduce the body, only the bass part remains. If I enhance the body, the shakers and the other instruments and the clapping are more pronounced. So I wanted to increase it a little bit, just a little bit, maybe a little bit more, and reduce the transient to 0, maybe just a little touch. Let's listen them all together. Okay, these were the two parts actually. I was listening to the blue one and to the purple one. Let's remove the solo. So this is the complete preset. Again, let's bypass it. See, much lower in volume, of course, and also in punchiness. And we have a clipper here, so if the volume goes higher than a certain level, we can reduce and have some clipping, of course. So that's it for the drum part. Let's leave it on for the moment and let's listen to it on a bass. This is a very simple bass line. Okay, again we can enhance the single parts. So I want it to be a little bit more snappier and a little bit more punchier on the transient, and maybe also in the body, in the middle part. Yeah, like this. Let's move to the upper part. Yeah, the upper part is not really interesting, so we can reduce it a little bit and also reduce the body. And let's have a listen to the low part, which is richer, of course, because we are working on a bass line. Yeah, and so we have the transient here, both the transient and the gain of the body. Yeah, we can also try to change the tone actually of the transient, so 100% will be clearer and minus 100% will be darker, so to speak. So let's have it a little bit clearer and remove the solo. So we are now listening to the three bands all together. So this is the sound with bus transient in it, and this is without it. Okay, let's try to listen to both the percussion and the bass line with bus transient enabled. Okay, let's remove the solo and play everything together. You see, I have now bypassed the plugin on both the drum part, the percussion part, and the bass part. Okay, so let's now have the same bus transient plugin, but on the bus, on the final bus. Of course, we can also have it on the bus. There are also some preset for mixing or mastering or bus processing. I've selected this bass punch that will add a little bit more aggressiveness and punchiness to the final sound. So let's have a listen again for the last time to the complete track. I have bus transient on drums, on percussions, and on the bass, and then let's have a listen to it to the finished track, to the bus. Now it's on. And you can hear there is a small enhancement in the transient again on the kick drum, on the cajon drum, and on the bass line. The whole track is getting more punchier and a little bit more aggressive, so to speak. So bypass again, low volume. Okay, this is probably too much. I can of course remove it. Yeah, a little bit. Gets a long way. working on the upper part of the body reveals all the shaker and all the tambourine and clapping. Yeah, so that's it for today. It's a new plugin. I think it's on sale at the introductory price of 49 euros. I was able to get it for just 19 euros because I already have some of their plugins. So check out on your Arturia account because they're probably having some offer, some upgrade offer for you. I repeat, I was able to get it for just 19 euros. So see you in a future video, and if you like this video, please subscribe and hit the bell for notification and keep following my channel. See you!